Okay, so now we're ready to talk about building the modifiable or extendable triangle. And so I have a fully assembled triangle right here. This is the first one I ever built. The design's changed. This was the original, and then we changed it, and then we came back because I like this one a whole lot. I also like everything else that we have. The foldable's amazing. But, I'm kind of partial to this one. It's got some nicks and things along the way, but it happens. Okay, so we're going to build the extendable legs. So what that set comes with is it comes with 4 extension legs. We'll talk about kind of how to identify those here in a second, and then it comes with 6 extra long dowels. Okay, so the dowels are going to fit perfectly to extend the triangle. Okay, so the way you can identify the extension legs is, you'll notice that the short legs and the extension legs are a similar size. Okay, so you actually have the long size in the video right now. But the short legs are the same size. Okay, but the extension legs are different from the short legs. And the way you can identify it is there's 2 holes that are, there's a big gap, okay, and a small gap. So there's a smaller space and then a big gap right here. Now the reason that we did that is so when you attach them, the spacing allows the triangle to extend out. So you're going to look for this big gap. And it's going to, once you set all the legs side by side, or if you just order the extension, you're not going to have any issue. If you just order the extension legs, you're not going to have any issue figuring this out. But if you have the whole triangle here and a bunch of pieces on the ground, you're going to look for the big space, the big gap, and then the small gap. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out the bottom 2 dowels. Okay? And one way that I think makes sense to do it is just do it one side at a time. Because the first 2 dowels, you're not going to have to do anything special. You're just going to put the bolt back through the hole. I'm putting this extension leg on. Remember, the shorter side. Okay, so notice that this is important. There's a hole and then a space in the bottom. And then notice how this is a little bit shorter of a gap. This is the side that attaches to the triangle. So I'm just going to attach it to these dowels. And I'm not going to tighten it up very much. I'm actually going to keep it really loose. I just want it to be together. I don't want it to be tight yet. We will tighten it up later. Doing this and trying to face the camera is interesting. If you're just doing this and not having to worry about facing the camera, it'll be easier. Okay, so now this leg is attached, and I could start adding dowels, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the other side real quick. So you notice how loose these are. That's okay. Again, short depth. Keeping it loose. I mentioned I mentioned earlier in this video, this is the original triangle. So it's got some things that you don't have to worry about. It's come a long way. For instance, these dowels have pin marks on the ends, because that's how I used to find the center of the dowel. Now I have a much easier way. Okay, so I'm not going to tighten those up all the way, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to start adding dowels to this side. Let's put it through the hole. Boom, boom. And, you know, now that you've kind of got the hang of this, again, just keep it loose. I'm going to fast forward through some of this part, and then I'll talk to you in a few minutes. Okay, so now we have a whole extension side put together. Now what I would recommend is, you know, just you can still leave it loose and then come back and tighten everything down. But we'll repeat and do the same thing on the other side. Well, actually we won't, but you will, to get it all together. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. Please don't hesitate to reach out to us if you have any questions. And thank you so much again for your order. We really, really appreciate it. Have a great rest of your day.